Yo, what's up? Yeah, we're back here with the trade of the day, and today, yes sir, what a tale of 2 days, man. Yesterday, we got smoked holding that short on Facebook, or that long on Facebook, sorry. Today, we go short on Facebook, and we actually just took out right now an $11 winner, but could be 12 or 13 if we had held on. But I'm gonna choose AMD today. Why are we gonna choose AMD? Well, Brendan just talked about some of the semi-weakness, and we've been sort of picking on AMD ever since it broke that $100 level. If the NASDAQ continues to fall down, AMD, of course, one of those semi names that does have that higher PE. If you're looking for some flight to safety in the semi names, the best thing I could suggest you would be SMH, or look at an Intel, something like that that has a lower PE, maybe a Micron. But when you're talking about Nvidia or AMD, these are the high flyers, these are the game changers. They're gonna go bonkers to the upside when and if this market ever turns around. But for right now, check out what the NASDAQ is doing, man. It's all the way to the downside. We were actually up, I believe, about 1% or so today, maybe even a little bit higher at its peak after Tesla earnings. And now you see today, NASDAQ just puking down as Fed Chair Powell and group start discussing some of their policies and what they're looking to do. So we instantly just said, you know what, let's take AMD short. But it wasn't instant. We waited, man. We were trading other names off the open. This didn't initially hit my sticky note because we had so many other ideas, including that Facebook, including Tesla, including American Airlines, all on earnings today. AMD just flowing with the moves here. Oh, yes, sir. We just got another fill down there. Wow. All right, that's great. I wasn't even expecting to get that fill right here on AMD. Look at this move to the downside. First of all, we highlight this level, $93. Why? I have the 20-minute chart up here. Just look, it's been weak. Like, look at these moves to the downside. Sure, later in the day, we've gotten some accelerated moves up, but we were looking at this 93 level again, and I just like to look at even dollars. Unfortunately, 95, we should have maybe had that today, but we let it fall back down and into 93. We're always looking at key levels, and there's another one right here, 91.75 or so, and we're gonna talk about where that comes in. Look, sitting beside Arun and just figuring out my strategy when these days kind of happen really has helped me do trades like this, and I'll explain that in a minute. But right now, market comes down. My very first trade was right into here. Once we broke that low of the day, we missed that whole move in the morning, fine. Like, that sucks. We should have had it. We didn't have it. We had other names, right? We talked about that. We're looking at Tesla for sure. Then all of a sudden, bounce back up. That could have been a good short. But then we started to look at it, and people in the chat were like, hey, man, you got to look at AMD. You got to look at NVIDIA. All these names are starting to fall down. So then, basically, my first entry, not a very good one. We waited for it to take down the day's low. And that day's low coinciding with close to 93 bucks there. So we're like, all right, let's go short on that number, right? So we tried it. We went short, and then all of a sudden, just didn't work. But look, it comes right back up to 93 again. And we're like, all right, so that first short is like 92.50. We take it back upside. And we're averaging in here, it's only 50 cents. Like, when you're gonna look at some of these moves right here, like that's a short 91.80. We just got out 90, that's $1.80. So we're definitely able to hold this. Forget about that wick. We never really test that 50 period, right? Comes back in, VWAP up here, then the move starts to happen. And as the NASDAQ starts to fall down here, you know, we're like, all right, let's go. And we're trying to hold. So first piece out, again, right there. The same spot that we got a bad entry on in the first place. Is it gonna hold that level? Who knows? But we get out and then look, comes right back up again. And then the fall, right? And so bang, then we start getting out, boom, boom, boom. Start getting out all around here, 91.80. Why is that pretty key? Because again, if you go back here, go back to the 14th, there was some stop and go action down here. So we weren't 100% sure what was gonna happen at 92. These were some of the lows that we were looking at. Remember, before today, this was the low, 92 bucks, right? And so when we were starting to get out there, right above, yeah, where we were indicated there, that level 92 had me little shook. So when we were already short, that's for you, Fahad. When we were already short 93 into here, we started to get out around that 91.80, 92 area, right? Then it started to collapse again. And then we're like, I looked over and I was like, oh my God, I don't have enough shares on. If this collapses like the NASDAQ is doing, we need more shares. So it comes right back up, right back into that 50 period. We like it so much, we hit it twice. Two shorts there, comes right back in. Again, taking down lows of the day. All of these trades, this is like 91.50. Some of these outs, 90.50, 91s. Pops back up on Powell, blah, blah, blah. Talking about the market again, trying to go dovish, but market don't care. Comes back upside. And look what happens again. Right back into that same area. Same level of concern, right? Brings it right back into there. We go, all right, short again. So then we hit that short again, boom to the downside, give us another opportunity, bang it down to the downside again, and now we still have shares on, so hallelujah. We've got reloaded numerous times here in AMD. The lesson to be learned, obviously zoom out, we talked about that. And then another thing that I learned today was you're never too late to the party, man. As long as you come well dressed, you have an opportunity here to make your play on any name. So have the, the wherewithal to look at the right names and to get in if your levels start getting hit. So those are my lessons there. Patience is key. Cannot believe we just got that. But as we cake that 90 out, look where AMD is now, starting to even make lower moves into 90 bucks. Looks like it's going to take it out. It just did, 89.95. This reload was about 30 minutes ago at about 91.50. It's down to 89 right now. That's your trade of the day. It's a good one, and I'm a happy dude.